Very good. So if you had to put it in a box and advise the ladies that are behind us that are looking to be married, what would you say? What would you say to them?
Be his best friend.
Mm.
Be his best friend. Be his comfort. Be his refuge.
Mm. What you
That's
say
it.
about that, JR? Would that get you? You know, if you want plenty of fish and somebody had that in their barrel, would you click that? Would you swipe to the right, or what would you do?
I would swipe, but you told me, but you got to show me.
Uh oh.
Yes,
But that seems like you made that first date, though.
I did.
She reached out. She reached out.
He
So
reached out because she said he didn't. That's right.
yeah,
He
so
did.
she showed her, she put her cards on the table, and it should add up to what her bio is saying. So now it's his turn. Like, show me what you got now,
I agree. I mean, if he was, because obviously he said that he was interested, he was just hesitant or reserved because he felt that she was at a certain level and he wasn't at a certain level. So I mean, it all worked out though. I mean, but sometimes women, I mean, I understand women have a traditional mindset that they're like, well, I'm not going to do that. That's being too thirsty, or that's being like, hey, I may be perceived as someone who doesn't have many options, so on and so forth, by reaching out to a guy. But I think, to me personally, I think that's very attractive, for a woman to reach out. And I mean, it's happened to me a handful of times in my life. I'm not saying that it's cool. I'm not saying it always, went for it, because I can understand how some women for the most part are constantly approached.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the value of a man is not really where, I'm not saying where it should be, but the value of a man is, they don't see men, the value of a man as how a man should be if he was just a normal guy. If you constantly have dudes constantly hitting on you, constantly trying to shoot their shot, constantly trying to get at you, you're like, man, opulence is just one of those things where you look at it like, I mean, whatever. This is, I can get this any day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing special about this. And guys kind of look at that as well with women. If the guys like celebrities who can have access to whatever woman whatever woman they want, they look at women like, well, I know it's gonna be, a few dozen of you tomorrow night. It's not a big deal.
Mm.
So I can understand how women feel that way, and why they may be hesitant to shoot a shot at guys, because it makes them look thirsty. So
And and the things have changed so much. I will say, especially because I think I put in the chat before, choosing signals. Nowadays, because things are, online. I mean, you have a chance to meet people.
That is an anomaly. Does not happen. It does not happen. I knew.
So
That's
my
where I
reason.
found my husband, on Plenty of Fish.
Wow.
Oh, really?
And
that's
Wow.
why we're trying to have these conversations, or at least I'm trying to figure out, so we could give a little bit of a blueprint before they even take it to a date. Like, what are some questions that both parties should be asking each other? And I think JR was next
Go ahead.
in answering.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, I'm with what Mr. O was talking about. And it's just about hooking up on these sites. So whether that be POF, whether that be Black People Meet, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, I'm shooting my shot. And once again, I'm going back to what I was saying earlier. That's what I'm asking. That question, those two questions, if that, and straight to the point. If there is to be a question that I would ask, which I have asked in the past, and this is more so of a woman who I'm more serious with, or who I have maybe been out on a date with. And I know this is past what you're asking. I would just ask, is she emotionally available?
Mm.
I would just ask her. I would ask a woman straight. I know people don't ask that, but I would ask her straight up. Are
That's
you
a good
emotionally
one.
available? You know,
Yeah,
and I've
That's a
done
good
that.
one.
I
very
think
good.
one of my baby mamas, I asked her that, and she was just like, "Yeah, you know." So, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay. Jedi, I think you're next.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth